welcome to the Anti-Doubt Meals with Farah Kariamburi. I'm your host, Deepak practitioner, keynote speaker, a podcaster, and a founder of the 30 Day Anti-Doubt Challenge. So today, I want to tell you that my oven has been fixed. Super excited. I can now make pizzas. So I haven't actually made them since I showed you last time on a pan. But this time I'm going to make them in the oven. I'm going to see the whole process from start to finish with me. So if you're ready to make the pizzas with me this Friday, I have got mushrooms and cheese. That's about it. So that's what I'm making the pizza with. Oh, I have a tomato sauce as well, obviously. I'm going to put some seasoning on it too. Some olive oil on the top to finish off. And that's it. So let's make the dough. For the dough, you need some self-raising flour and yogurt. Remember, the yogurt in here is the most important thing because this is a protein pizza. So how much do you need? Try with, it depends on how many you are. So I'm making 3 pizzas. So 2 for my husband and then 1 for myself. That would be enough, I think. An extra one, someone's on this because I'm sure someone will have that tomorrow. In fact, I haven't made this with my kids for a long time because I just haven't had the opportunity to make these. And here we go. This is plain Greek yogurt. Can you see that? Yeah. So that's just popping in there, in the flour. And then you're just going to make a dough which is kind of sticky but not dry. So there's no water in this, there's nothing in this dough, by the way. It's just literally these two items. Oh, it looks like I have put a bit too much flour. But that's me, I never measure anything. I will say 1 cup of flour, 3/4 cup of yogurt maybe. I think my sister definitely said they need to be the same. So 1 cup flour and 1 cup yogurt. So I'm going to put a hand in it now. Make sure your hand's nice and clean. And you're just going to make the dough. And just working the yogurt in the flour. That's it. So tonight, if you usually order Domino's, try and give yourself a little break from that takeaway. And actually create something equally as healthy. I'm actually going to say that because it actually is. And you don't feel so bad eating that, you know. Domino's pizza is 2,000 calories, 3,000 the large one. So depending on how many you're having this, is really serving your goal? Probably not anymore. So think about, do you really want to carry on having it? Is it really that important to have it? I'm not saying don't have it at all. I'm all for having, takeaways. But there's got to be some kind of moderation. And it has your balance tipped in terms of how much takeaway you're having versus whole foods. So there it is. Just going to mass out that dough in. This can be made in advance if you want to. I wanted to show you, so I haven't done that. Oh, I do apologize. I haven't actually posted a photo of the roasted cauliflower yesterday. It was so tasty as I was doing my coaching call with my clients. After speaking to you guys, I had 3 coaching calls. A group coaching call with the Accelerator group and then 2 challenge calls. I actually took those the plate of cauliflower roasted upstairs with me. And this is going to be making more than 3, clearly. And I took it with me upstairs. Remove all of that stuff out of the way. And I showed it to them. I showed it to my clients and I said, this is what I've made. And they kind of saw that. But as the plate was next to me, in between, I was feeling a bit peckish. I should just continue to have that. So before you knew, this plate of cauliflower had gone. 1 whole cauliflower. I think I had like 3/4 of it just sitting there. So now you're just going to take it just a little bit bigger than the ball, or like a golf ball, would you say? Smaller than the tennis. It depends how big you want it, actually. There's no set boundaries on that, so you pick. So just realised I'm in my Zoom outfit where the bottom half is not shown, but it does show on here. Never mind. You can't judge me on my clothing, can you really? So when you do Zoom calls, people don't tend to change a lot of their tops. They tend to change their tops, but they don't tend to change their bottoms. So I did a workout this morning with my clients and myself. Okay, so now we're going to roll it. So just going to prepare the first one. So we're going to put it in the oven for 7 minutes. Then we take it out. Then we put the toppings. Then we put it back for 7 minutes. Now again, you have to check your own ovens for this. This is just a guidance. They do taste so good. They really do. I really hope that you guys make this and tell me what you think about it. And then take off the excess. I've just put some excess flour, obviously. Can you see that on the bottom? And then however thick you want it. Is it self-raising? Self-raising is better because it just gives that pizza that little puff to it. I don't worry about making them nice and round. That's not going to be me ever. It's a taste that matters more than anything else. So there it is. Baking parchment. One. Ready. Next one. What are you guys having for, let me know in the comment below what you're having for your Friday night dinner. Our house, we have a date night on Friday night. So this is the kind of food we make around the date night. We do every now and then have takeaways, but it's my birthday next week, so I'm sure we're going to have one then. But we don't really usually have it without any occasion, if you know what I mean. Try and keep it more to home cooked food. And it's rolling out the second one now. Now, you could have a vegetarian pizza here. The yogurt that I've used obviously is dairy. You could substitute this with a soya yogurt and create exactly the same thing. So if you are plant-based, make sure that you don't use the dairy yogurt. If you're vegetarian and don't mind the dairy, then you can carry on doing that. And then you can use vegan cheese if you are plant-based. The vegan cheese that's available readily now in many supermarkets, really, really easily. And then your toppings could be whatever you want. There we are. It's rolling a little bit more. You can see them like holes are starting to appear. Be really careful and just take off that dust. You don't want so much of this dust. Just clean the house. You don't really want to have this all over the floor. Friday night cycle house cleaning. Anyway, there we go. Second one. Beautiful. So we'll pop this in the oven before I actually make the next one. You can see my hands are super, super sticky. I'm touching everything with that. So nice for your oven to be working. Element had gone, it was the grill part that had actually gone. I don't ever use the grill really, because I never properly know how to use it. But I'm going to kind of educate myself on how to use it. So I'm going to make another dough while that's cooking. So 7 minutes. Alexa, put an alarm for 7 minutes. Thank you. So just to remind yourself, if you don't have Alexa, you just set it up. You can just see it, starts to get puffed up. So, third one. Going down a treat, these aren't they? So I'm only going to make 3. The rest of the dough can put in the fridge for the day after as well. I have another tray ready inside the oven that I can actually pop this straight in. So I want to show you how I do the topping. That's why I wanted to put those in first quickly. And we're going to just add this to it. One's quite enough, especially if you're a female and your weight loss journey. I promise you will not feel hungry with that, because when you've got a nice lot of topping on it, it actually does fill you up quite a bit. Maybe she'll do another one. Might do another one. Who knows? My husband might want 3. Who knows? I'm going to get the flour here. Can't wait to get this stuff off my hand. Okay. You made chapatis and you just press the sides. That's what you're doing, really. And what you could do, like if you've got kids, then they can always help you, grandkids or kids. You can make these pizzas. So they're sitting around on the table, for example. My kids go to their dad's on the weekend. They're sitting around. You could actually create the dough, and then when it's ready to have the topping, to pour them over, and they can do their own topping. One, they will learn how to do it themselves, and also when you create something yourself, there's that feeling of, you kind of really eat it satisfyingly because you like it, you've created it yourself. My mum, when she used to cook, when we were little, I remember really hanging around the kitchen. I remember her making food. I think she used to get involved quite a bit. I think that's where I've learned my cooking from. And there's no set, I have so many different backgrounds to me that there's no set way of how I eat. I kind of like foods from all kinds of parts of the world. This one is not turning out to be very straight, but hey. Does it actually matter? Not really. So you've got to be really calm and relaxed around food to shake off that extra dust. I've got to roll them clean. Baking parts are really important, guys. Otherwise, it's very sticky business, this is. Okay. Perfect. So these are the doughs done. So mushrooms have been chopped. Just going to wash my hands. Sorry you've lost me for a second. I can't wait to get this off my hand massively. Sticking all to my rings and my newly done nails. Thank God I just got them done before Corona. Lockdown, I mean. Before Corona, I mean, anymore. Okay, so like a bit of a mess here. We're just going to keep it there for now. And we're going to get the pizza ready to make. So I want to show you a couple of things that I use for my pizza. So here's a tomato sauce. It's a stirring pasta sauce, really. It's not pizza sauce. You don't have to buy special pizza sauce. I've just got plain tomato sauce, tomato and basil, which is what pizzas do usually have. So when the pizzas come out in a minute, we're going to put this all over it. Then we're going to put mushrooms on it. Then we can put the cheese. Now you put anything you want on it. You can put spinach on it, whatever you want. If you're going to put spinach, I will say keep it right till the end, like literally last minute. The spinach kind of gets in the oven, it just loses everything. So I have the mushrooms chopped in here. So these are. I'm just going to make sure that I've squeezed the water out, please. There's quite a lot of water in there then. I'm just going to show you the one because I don't want to take up all your Friday evening either. And right, so Alexa hasn't said anything, but I'm going to take it out because it actually feels to me I want you to get to this consistency here. You see that? That's quite nice, soft dough. Quite happy with that. So let's do the tomatoes on it. You could add some, say if you wanted a hot chili base. Here you could add a few things. Now you could add smoked paprika to your base. I'm going to just add that to this. So you've got tomato, basil and paprika, smoked paprika, that does go quite well. I'm going to put some salt on top. So you with a spoon, you're going to give that a good stir. Make sure that it's really stirred nicely. So you don't want one part of the pizza really paprika and powdery with your sauces. Give it a try. Beautiful. Again, if you don't have to buy the sauce either, if you've got tomatoes in any kind of format, you can make this yourself. One day I will make it. So nicely placed on here, tomato base. So there's nothing there for 4 pizzas. Generous 4 pizzas. I think you can drag it to 5. Turn it off, Alexa. Thank you. Okay. Now you're going to put, Alexa, stop. Now you're going to put your vegetables or what meat pieces or whatever pieces you want. So if you've got some kind of mince left, beef mince, lamb, little pieces of chicken left, or maybe you did a roast dinner yesterday, then you can just pop that in here. Anything you put on this, it really doesn't matter. The base is just so good, it can just take on anything. I actually love making these. So thankful for my sister to give me this recipe. It was actually in lockdown when we used to speak, when she was in Ireland, and she said, I've got this amazing recipe, you have to try it. I was like, okay. And I was like, homemade pizza? I'm never going to make it. I'm so bad at baking, by the way. But this baking is alright, actually. Cheese now, guys. Now again, if you're on a weight loss journey, don't go too heavy on the cheese. But you are having homemade pizza, so it's already much less calories than you would have it in Domino's and other foods. So it's okay, I think. You know what I mean? Be empowered to make the decision. Okay, now here I want you to just add some kind of salt. Not much, because the cheese, remember, is quite salty. And I'm going to put a tiny little bit of olive oil in here. Measure it with a spoon if you're worried about how much you're having it. And in it goes. This is going to go back in. It's 210 degrees I've got. Need a really hot oven for this, by the way. Even before I spoke to you guys, I had the oven on, just ready to go. The other ones are nearly ready too. And then you're gonna set an alarm for 5 minutes. And then once the cheese is melted, that pizza is really ready, guys. This is it. Super easy, homemade pizza. Whatever topping you like to put in it, enjoy it. With maybe a nice glass of white wine. I don't really know what wines go with it, but you know, if Friday night is your treat night, like mine, then enjoy. Have a great weekend, and I'll be back with you on Monday evening with a brand new dish. So 1 pizza, 1 female who might be on the weight loss, especially if you've got pudding going on, especially if you've got alcohol going on. You don't want to be having 2 pizzas, then a glass of wine, or 2, and that. So that will calculate to a lot of calories. So think about where you can save some. Take care, guys. Bye for now. Thank you for watching, and let me know in the comment below what you thought of that pizza. And I mean, I can hang you here. You can stay here while we cook. I don't want to take up too much of your time, so I'm going to let you go because you know what it looks like anyway, don't you? This is the cheese melted. And I promised to put the picture of those spicy roasted cauliflower under the cauliflower video that I did yesterday. Have a great weekend. Keep smiling.